Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, and my sidekick here, Andrew. Good morning. And you've got
We're giving something away.
Trying to promote something
That's
to give
right.
away.
The Acadiana Symphony Orchestra is getting together with a lead singer, and they're going to do the music of Led Zeppelin. The singer can sing like the singer of Led Zeppelin. It's going to be more orchestrated style music. It's getting raves all over the country where they've played with different orchestras all around. If you want the tickets, it's going to be held at the Hyman Arts Center December 29th at 8 p.m. Tickets are not cheap. I think a pair of good tickets cost you way over $100 to go. We're going to give away a pair if you text the letters LED for Led Zeppelin, LED, to the number 64636. That's 64636. Do it fast because I only got one pair to give. All right, now let's show some more photos.
Yep, and this is, again, we're still at Durio's Curio, Liz Durio's fine little place of business. And this is Linda on the left and Wanda Juno with Back in Time on the right. And they're good friends of Liz and are there on a regular basis. These are the birdhouses by Kelly Dupre, my little daughter there, who's recuperating very well, I might add. Visited with her on Tuesday morning, and she's progressing well from some back surgery correction or
I saw her and Adelaide riding around town early this morning. So,
good, that's
they're getting out and about.
And this was last week. We had lunch with Chuck Wood, who is the general manager of Delta Media, who we are part of here at the station.
Our boss.
Our boss. That's boss man. I was impressed with our
first time we got to spend a lot of time with.
That's correct. And these young ladies were having a birthday for somebody. I forgot who. Please excuse me, and you have the names.
Right. Well, I got there's Miss Anna Stelly over on the left and Miss Rose Oley over on the right, and then
all the way on the right is Miss Lucy Bayo,
right,
who is retired now from school teaching with the Santa Ana Parish School Board, and of course is an active member of Century 21 here in Opelousas.
Right.
And in the kind of red sweater would be Marie Fontenot Langlois. And of course, Marie is my cousin and a classmate that graduated along with the late Huey Bork, 1955, Opelousas Senior High.
And how about this picture with me and Miss Lucy Santamon on one side of me and Miss Jane Fontenot on the opposite side. I get to see them from time to time at church at St. Landry Church.
Right.
And I want to congratulate Mr. Burnell, Miss Jane's husband. Mr. Burnell Fontenot worked for the Diocese of Lafayette, I guess it's 37 years. They just announced that he's going to go ahead and retire. He headed up the Office of Community Development for the Diocese, which took care of the housing for the elderly, the handicapped, and low-income folks. I want to give him a good send-off. He also was on the board at Lafayette Catholic Service Centers that helps with the New Life Center and St. Joseph's Diner, all those things.
All that.
Oh, yeah, very active man in the community. And then there's Chuck Wood and our own Keith Nazat, who's head of sales here at KDCG. And with Bobby Dupre joining the three. That's a lot of sales force right there, those three.
We had, it was fun, and he meaning Chuck, has some real good plans that he's already starting to develop. He walked into a situation where the Delta Media had a number of different radio stations, TV stations that were used to some extent. And his job is to utilize those to the best that they can.
Make sure there's no overlap, make sure they're each growing.
That each one of them can grow and bring in more dollars.
And one more picture we have from there. Some of the wait staff.
The wait staff that waited on us. On the left is Christina, and on the right is Misty Ray.
And our food was excellent. You had fried pork chops, I believe is what you had.
What
I had the crab cake, unreal. If you got a chance, go by Cafe Josephine. Very good food.
Cafe Josephine, and Chuck, first time, but he said he'll be back. And of course, we were able to introduce Troy Bijou, the owner, chef of the nice restaurant there.
Now, I got to get a couple sponsors in. Let's go with Targill Seasoning and Supply. Targill can help you with your butcher supplies, your cutlery, your kitchen supplies, all your seasoning. They can do custom seasoning blends. They can make a recipe for you. They can do packaging for you if you're a grocery store. If you're just a guy who likes to put some of that stuff together, give out to your family and friends, maybe for a family reunion. Give Targill a call. We've also got Sears of Opelousas, all your appliances and all your electronics here for Christmas. You can go by your local Sears store and tell Derek we said hi guy. I got to see him last night at one of the masses with his young son with the OC football Letterman jacket on. Good family, good local people. If you can help to buy from a local merchant, Sears is a good place to go and shop. And one more sponsor, let's go at Carl's Thrifty Way, all your medicinal needs. Carl can help you with your prescriptions. He can do compounding of multiple prescriptions. Take the time to explain to you what you're taking. Great gift ideas, great home decorating, things that'll even go to your home to help you with home decorating. Go by Carl's. All your stuff is there. Back to photos?
Oh, yeah, we can get a couple more. This was last Saturday morning. Took a little ride, Pierre Mistro and I, in the little 46 Chevy pickup truck, which you see just the tail end of the back end of the pick-em-up truck.
Yep.
And all the way on the left in the blue shirt is David Como, who is now a sales representative for Courtesy Buick GMC on Johnston Street. And I might add, in 7 days, he sold 7 new vehicles. How about that? David, congratulations. We knew you had it in you. Good luck to you.
And the guy's cutting up right there.
And the guy's cutting up, and the young man in the center in the black shirt works there. He's one of the sales, well, he's one of the technicians there. Mm-hmm. And they're looking over the back end, how that was done up real nice, and his name is Anthony. Good morning to all of you.
Look at Pierre. Pierre's measuring.
Oh, yeah, Pierre's looking at it, boy. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, he's giving it his approval. Saturday afternoon went over to the Evangeline Downs.
That's where you are.
And what they call when they
off-track betting.
Off-track betting. I'll get it. And met up with a big, long-time good friend, Mr. Lester, our waiter at Prejean's Restaurant in Caron Crow, Louisiana, and his lovely wife of 37 years, Miss Connie.
Wow.
And you know what Lester said?
What's that?
Mr. Bobby, thanks so much for mentioning Prejean's in such a good manner. Oftentimes you talk about it. I said, well, it's a good place to eat. And of course, Chef Prejean, Ernest Prejean, helps us with our breakfast every year. And so I've got to help and promote people that help us each year. And this is the smooth operators here, ABC and well, it's ABC Insurance Agency.
Right.
And Imperial, of course, is the sister company. And they have their annual party, and they choose the Evangeline Downs Casino and Mojo's in particular. They reserve the room. Mm-hmm. And, of course, all the out-of-town guests stayed Evangeline Downs Hotel again this year. We want to thank them. And this is the DJs that had the night's job of entertaining and keeping everybody dancing and laughing and cutting up. And on the left is Corey Arsenault, and on the right is David Alexander, and they are kind of the Mojo's regular DJ. They leave the equipment there, and hopefully they'll get the gigs every weekend.
Very
and
good.
That's exactly what they chose to do, and we were very satisfied with the music they chose. And that's Sunday morning. After attending Mass, I had to get a picture of the new church and
the new old church.
Looks like the old church. Looks like the old church. They're really doing a great job.
Washington, Louisiana.
And they will hold the first official Mass Christmas Eve.
Excellent.
And this Saturday at 4 o'clock, they're going to have a dedication of a statue of the Immaculate Conception, of which Queen of Angels Catholic Church here in Opelousas donated to the church. And of course, I made a sizable donation
help them out
to help buy that statue. Sure. And after Mass and everything, the priest was telling us, suggesting to us that we make sure we visit with people that might be homebound and all. And right there in Washington, there was somebody that I always think about her, and I'm talking about Nanan, Miss Zernot, and Kat Doucette's daughter. More importantly, that would be Louis and Anna Dale's sister. And she's kind of homebound, and right now she's more concerned about her son, Phil Zernot Jr., than she is about herself. And look how pretty she still is. And she had just got up, and she was eating a little breakfast, and we visited, and I love you, Nanan. And of course, when I was walking away, she says, don't forget, you're still my nephew. I love you. And that's a good feeling.
A little sunset over Ducharme Lane.
That's correct.
And there, speaking of ABC
ABC,
and Imperial.
the party. That's Candy on the left, Blue, who is the general manager of the ABC agencies throughout the state. And, of course, the president, our president of Imperial.
Mark Carter.
Mr. Mark Carter.
And Dirk Boudreau.
CFO, and helps everybody whenever he can, Dirk Boudreau.
And I got some more pictures in here. I got some mixed up here a little bit.
Yeah, this was a gumbo that we give to the folks over in Baton Rouge every Christmas time. And these are some employees with the state. And, of course, this is my longtime partner, J.E. And there's another picture with me on the phone, and we're talking to the Greek right there. I'm on my cell phone and talking to Jimmy Patterson in Bossier City, Louisiana. And at the same time, a picture was sent to him. Now, you know, that's high tech, boy. And I was dressed up for the cold weather because we stood outside and served about 250 bowls of gumbo.
Man.
And this is Mark, and of course this is really who serves as the president now.
Right, Mrs. Dwayne Heddy.
Bob,
that's
Dwayne,
the chief operating officer.
That's correct.
Miss Melissa Dupree has been with Imperial quite a few years
Quite
herself.
a few years.
She was hired as a child. And that was the caterer there.
Caterer was Barry
Reeves.
Reeves with
Papa's
Crawfish Corner, and his chef, one of his chefs, and
I think he's Al.
Al, that is correct, Al.
And then here we got some more of the ABC parties and all going on today.
We had to get a picture of Little Mary. Little Mary is about 4'10", but she's she'll knock down anybody else in the way, I can tell you. She's full of action.
Candy Carter on the left.
I had to have a picture of her.
And we got a picture of you in blue. And we got another picture here of two of the ladies that are around. That's
Blue's fiance.
Blue's fiance on the right,
Joan on the right.
And on the left is Miss Melissa Lawrence with ABC. So good morning, ladies. And then going back and forth with ABC Imperial parties. This is still at the gumbo there. That's over at the Pentagon Barracks. Everybody's in line.
Basically, employees and employees of the state and of
Imperial and ABC.
Different organizations that we've met over the years. These are two young ladies that we met a few years ago, and they attend the gumbo each year. Linda on the left and Mandy on the right. They're in financial services business, and Jay and I both made an investment with them. Good morning.
How about this photo?
And how about this? This is our good customer.
Sponsor I talked about a minute ago, Carl's Thrifty Way. They've got a 30% off sale right now on all Christmas items from December the 10th through December the 15th. So hurry up to get your Christmas items now and decorate your house. And I got a handful more photos, but we can get them in before the break. This is Miss Sarah Branton's new building that she got. I guess Market Street is where that's at?
Market Street. This was formerly a building that was owned by Mr. Attorney. Oh, shoot.
And you know, I said it 3 or 4 times. I try to remember it this morning.
Oh, yeah. It was purple.
It was purple before. She's repainted it.
And it was so pretty. I saw Sarah, and I asked her if she'd mind if we took a picture and just show what you can do with a building with just a little paint and a little renovation, a little touch-up.
And she's doing some mediation type work, I think, with child services type things.
And Barry, her husband is Barry, and he's an attorney.
And I got 2 or 3 more. This is some of the pictures of the old punchies that got together down where?
At the Rice Palace in Crowley, Louisiana. And I was at the gumbo, and this meeting here was taking place, and it's time for us to take a
1-minute break. Radio and TV. We'll see you on the other side of 1.